Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Marauders TV, MTV until the cease and desist arrives. I'm Tony, and Tom is that side of me. And I'd like to introduce you to this Tom down here. So you know the format for these interviews if you've seen them before. Take it away.
Yeah, we'll sit around. I'm going to be questions today. We've got Tom Blaxall with us. You may have seen him on the Super Series event that was streamed not that long ago. So we're going to go through similar sort of questions as we've done with the others so far. And we start out with, who is Tom Blaxall?
Yeah, I'm Tom Blaxall, not that Tom, the other Tom in the Marauders. Yeah, I think the T-Sports event was the first event I'd worn a orange shirt, even though I've had one for about 18 months now.
Well, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I've been wargaming for on and off 20 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been part of Marauders now for a couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, as you say, with 18 months has gone by. Orange shirts haven't been worn that much by anybody. I think we've all had to order some in bigger sizes, or me anyway. So yeah, you mentioned you've been gaming for 20 years. So how did that all come about? How, what was your gateway into wargaming?
Yeah, I think I'm probably like a lot of people. I got into it when I was in primary school, about 7 or 8. Other kids playing it at school, but also I had some family friends that were a bit older that I thought was a bit cooler, that they had it was 2nd edition 40k starter set, which I was obsessed with and wanted to play with all the time, so they just gave it me. So I just got into it that way, and I ran my own school club at the time, and I get all my mates at school to play. But we were mainly into painting and maybe a little bit of gaming, like roll some dice, but had absolutely no idea what we were doing.
Okay.
So yeah, I was sort of your classic play on carpet at home, play on a bed at home, but never really playing at a tournament or anything like that. So
I know when we first met you played more 40k, weren't you, than AOS and stuff. So how did you sort of find out about us or the Northwest Gaming Center, Element Games Gaming Center, depending on what brand it was under at the time?
Yeah, I think it was still just the gaming centre. I think Elements had just opened.
Okay.
I moved to Manchester about 6 years ago now, and I just recently got back into it, just into wargaming. And I was trying to find somewhere to buy models, really, and I just Googled it, saw it was nearby. When I went there, I got talking to some of the guys working there, sort of asking what's the cool thing to play here, what does everyone play, and they were like, forget 40k, you need to play fantasy. And they mentioned there was the big club of you guys that regularly played, and I think one led into the other. I started playing sort of hobby nights on a Wednesday night, recognise all you guys in the orange shirts, and I think it was either Mark or Gabe that sort of mentioned, do you fancy joining the chat and come play with?
I think that's it, isn't it? Because clubs used to have all like the subscription and membership and things like that. Yeah. But these days, I don't know about other clubs or anything like that, but it is very much a WhatsApp chat and an orange shirt these days. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was for a long time. It was just me and my mate. We would play at home and then started doing little one-dayers here and there, and it was just getting over the anxiety of going to the bigger tournaments.
Yeah.
But the more you go to, you start recognising, the different clubs, and you start recognising faces and stuff. So yeah, it was cool to know, that you guys were all local to here, and luckily I was welcome to play with you guys.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great stuff. So you say we mentioned, playing with us and playing games and stuff. What sort of gamer would you describe yourself as? And that's deliberately an open question to sort of let you fire off.
Yeah, I was having to think, because I think recently I'm turning from one type of gamer to another. I'm a bit
of the dark side.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys rubbing off on me, but like I would say I'm mostly, or I've always been more into sort of making conversions and painting and like hobby projects. But like the more tournaments I go to, the more I'm like trying to make really competitive stuff. Like I'm a really competitive person, but
yeah,
it's only recently that I've sort of combined the two into my Warhammer playing. So,
you're like some of the monstrous cavalry that you've done is great. You know, the I've played against them, the Mornfang that you've done recently, and you know, we have threatened some of the viewers with some painting content, which we might need you for, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'll happily do anything.
Yeah, I'll happily do some. I think my problem at the moment is I look at them and go, is it going to be any good in a list? I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, it's but that's, you know, you when I have bothered about hobby and do painting and things like that, sometimes I have actually just painted an army to use at the club.
Yeah,
I think it's not a bad idea, you know, to have some really nice little armies that you can use at one dayers and stuff that are kind of evergreen, but then focusing some of the quick style of painting and things onto things for events.
Yeah, definitely. Like I think that's one thing in the club, but also in like Age of Sigmar fantasy sort of scene is there's a lot more diversity in how people play their armies.
Yeah.
Like I've really enjoyed going to events and meeting people who play for totally different reasons. And like I've enjoyed myself in the bottom of the tables as much as the bottom, and speaking to people painting as much as people that are trying to win the tournament. So really enjoy that.
You get a huge spread.
Yeah, I think as a club we've got a good spread as well, haven't we? I think you'd agree from both competitive and less competitive people from going with that.
Yeah, you're competitive and you're Lee McDonald. He'll get the bug. I know he will. Once he gets the sniff of the tournament, he'll be.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But no, I mean that's really good. Obviously, we've had a bit of a lull from events in the last 12 to 18 months now, which has kind of seen us to the end of Age of Sigmar 2 with, you know, the new events that are coming out towards the end of July and onwards will be under AOS 3, which is released in a few weeks' time. So after reading some of the GW reveals on the community website and some of the potato can things that may have been floating around with Google Translate and things like that, what would you say that you're looking forward to mainly? What would you say one thing that you're really excited about is for AOS 3?
Just having something new. I think like the models look great and all of that, but if I'm honest, it's getting my hands on the new rule set and the new points. And I'm someone that likes to like do the number crunching and vary in different lists, a bit like you, but not as good. So I'm just looking forward to reading through all the new handbooks. So.
Yeah, no, I think some of what's been revealed as well will suit some of the armies that you may have been painting anyway. You know, your smaller model count armies that may not have too much back coherency. Some of the monsters you've done obviously are going to get some big buffs with the monster table that's been revealed and things like that. So it may end up playing right into your hands.
Yeah, definitely.
Those hobby armies that you've done might end up being good. That's the best way, because then no one can shout at you for having a stupid army, because you've always everyone's racing to be the first person to say that they've I had it before it was cool.
Yeah.
Get the pictures out on Twitter now just so that you can claim it.
I'm a sucker for that. I'm always sort of desperate to write an army that someone looks at and be like, oh, why are you playing that? So I think the start of a new edition is always a time where you're seeing some weird stuff, like people haven't fully sussed it out. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, it's similar to, you know, card games and things like that. You know, a new set comes out and really shakes things up, and it doesn't invalidate the things that came before it, but it has new interactions and new ways to build decks and things like that. And that's how I see AOS 3 being there. It has got the staples of a war game, but with some new twists to it, which I think is going to be really good. So yeah, that's the 4 questions done. So thanks for joining us, Tom. Obviously, we will no doubt have you on in the future when we're doing some event reviews, event previews, list reviews, book reviews, painting content. Who knows? We're just gonna see where the wind takes us.
You're also at Carnage, aren't you? That July-August crossover weekend, I believe.
Yeah. No, there's I think quite a few, but it's going to be a good showing. I think.
Yeah.
So I think that we are aiming out to do some bits in the run up to that. So we'll definitely get you on and chatting about that. So that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for that, to be honest. So it's yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you and 79 other people plus Alex, I think is fair to say. Yeah, it feels like a long time coming, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'd almost forgot I had a ticket. You know, you look back now and it's like, oh, about 2 years ago or something. So
yeah,
it's free real estate, isn't it? You paid for it so long ago that it may as well be free now.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at them all.
Next 6 months is kind of bankrolled already.
Yeah. So no, it's good. So I guess thanks Tom. So we'll wrap it up there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit bells, ding dongs, whatever you do on Facebook to help us out would be appreciated. So thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.